Okay. So before we start, let me quickly introduce myself. I am Sasmitha. I have around 13 years of experience. I'm currently working as a principal data scientist in one of the top 50 Fortune company, right? I have around 10 years of experience into data science. Prior to this, I was working as a software engineer. After my master's, I have completed my master's in computer science from Triple IT. And then I have moved to data science, right? I'm currently also pursuing my PhD, which is a part-time course. Um, and teaching wise, I'm into this for last 8 years. With DURGASOFT, I think last 4 years, almost 50, 60 batches I have already completed, right? You can also find me on LinkedIn. You can type my name, Sasmitha, data science. I think you will find me. Okay, so this is a short introduction. We'll be talking few things today. I will keep this demo really short. Um, First, I will discuss about the scope of this course, right? And then we will discuss about the curriculum, the syllabus, right? I'll just brief you about the syllabus. And then I will just give you chance, right? If you have any queries, you can ask. So mostly it's a question answer kind of, it will be a question answer session where any doubt, any queries related to the syllabus or related to anything that you want to hear from me related to AI, I can explain. So the session is mostly, it's a discussion session rather than me talking. It's mostly to answer all your queries that you have, right? But before I explain you or answer your queries, I just want to take 10 minutes where I can brief about the syllabus. The syllabus, whichever you can see, whatever you are looking at the website, there are slight modifications. I will be sharing with you the updated syllabus, maybe in tomorrow's demo session. Also, you will find the updated syllabus through email, right? If not, definitely I'm going to share with you the updated syllabus. What I have changed, let me tell you. So the entire curriculum, who can enroll, right? What is the scope of this course? Everything I will explain you in detail. So this entire course, you can say it's a kind of 3 to 4 months course, which is divided into two parts, right? The first one is the MLOPS course, which we are starting. And the second one is the generative AI course, which will be starting from this weekend, next weekend, that is July 6th, I think, right? Generative AI and MLOps together, it is actually one course, but we have given options. You can take one by one or you can take parallelly. So if you're taking parallelly, you will have everyday class. Every day means Monday to Sunday. Every day you have class. So MLOps, the sessions are from Monday to Friday. And generative AI, the sessions are on weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So what will be the timing for MLOps? The timing will be 9 p.m. To 10 p.m. every day, 1 hour. And for generative AI, the session will be mostly from 7 to 9:30, right? And what is the duration of this course? So as I said, it will go around, let's say 2.5 months, and this will be around 1.5 months. So approximately you can expect somewhere around 4 months altogether. And every day we have class, right? Let's say you want to take a break and you want to do one after another. That also you can do. We have continuous batches. First you complete this MLOps, and then in the next batch, you can join the generative AI, or you can do vice versa. But if you are asking me, if you are a beginner, I will suggest this is the correct path. First, you need to complete the MLOps, then only you should go with the next generative AI course, right? One more thing that I just want to tell you about the course fee. I think we have kept it minimal in market. Whatever you do a survey, you don't believe me, you talk to different institutes, you download their curriculum, you download our curriculum, and then you see the teacher. That is very important. Who is teaching? What is their experience? And basically, you check the content, right? The and everything you compare, and you will definitely agree in one point, like the quality versus if you look at the price. I think this is something which is very minimal. And for the MLOps course, it is somewhere around 20,000. And for the generative AI course, it is somewhere around 12,000. So if you're taking this as a bundle, we are giving it only for 27,000, right? But if you think like, okay, I don't know whether generative AI will be good for me or not, it's little advanced course. So you can always pay later. You can first go with MLOps, and then if you think like you should take the next course, you can always take a decision, right? And this is a lifetime access. Why this is lifetime? Because once you have enrolled, we will have WhatsApp group, and every time I change something in the course, if you get any notification, or even if you're not getting any notification, if you just ping me, right, in WhatsApp, I will be adding your email to the latest folder, right? When I'm saying folder, in the latest folder, you will find all the recordings of the recent batch, ongoing batch with all the updated content. I'll give you one example. Till now, in all the batches, previous batches, I was taking AWS as a platform for deployment. From your batch onwards, I'm changing it to GCP for the platform as a platform of deployment. So basically, people from the previous batch, they will get recording of this so that they will be updated. You are going to get the recording of previous batch. So all the batch will get both the recordings, right? So that they can have an exposure to both the platforms. Similarly, previous batch, I have included Dash as a front-end app. This time for your batch, I'm using something called Streamlit to create the front end. So again, it is same, like you will get their recording, they will get your recording, so everyone will be updated. And I will keep changing my syllabus. It's based on the AI race. You have seen a lot of, entire world is running after AI now. So every week you can see new updates are coming up, and it cannot be a fixed syllabus, right? So obviously, based on the market demand, I will add and remove some topics, and based on that, you will keep yourself up to date whole life, right? Let's say your access is gone, so after 1 year, I think your folder access will go. Then you can message me and you will get access to the recent folder. That's how this course is actually for lifetime. Now, what we're going to cover and who can enroll for this course. So who can enroll for this course? I'm not expecting from you anything except some basic programming knowledge. Not only Python, but any language if you have used, right? Let's say Java or Scala or C++ or any language. I'm okay with it, R or whatever. What I'm expecting is at least some basic, like what is a function, what is if, what is else, what is loop, some basic program, like what is an object, what is a class, some basic fundamentals regarding programming should be clear. Why I'm asking you to do this? Because this is an advanced course. We have lot of advanced topic to cover, like we have machine learning, we have deep learning, we have the operationalization part. So when I'm focusing so much on the important subjects, I might not be giving so much time on the Python part, right? Because this is not a Python course. I will be teaching you Python. And let me tell you what Python I will teach you. Python for data science, I will teach you core Python part. So what do you mean by core Python? So core Python means, let's say, all of the basic topics. What are the basic topics? Let's say you have this variable. What is your variable? What is your function in Python, right? How to take an input from your keyboard. Let's say the loops, if, else, while, for loops, right? And then we have this data structure part where it comes like list and then tuple, set, dictionary, and then we have the string. So all of these five, right? This is what I mean when I say core Python. I am going to share recording of my previous batch, some 4 to 7 hours, I think, recording. You can just, you can ask me, okay, is this is enough? Yes, very much enough. It is to the point, and if you just spend 7 to 8 hours, I think all of this concept will be crystal clear, right? Any doubt, you can definitely ask me on the class. In the class, I can answer. Apart from that, how we are helping you to learn Python, we are giving Durga Sir's recording, right? Durga Sir's recording, it's almost 175 hours. It is not only core Python, the entire Python bundle, right? Which includes everything, starting from how to install Python in your system to a level where you can actually write decorator, generator, file handling, exception handling, object, class, every concept, right? 175 hours. Whole Durga Sir's recording you will get. So whenever you have some time, please go through these recordings. So I think this, is very nice starting point to for the people who are from non-technical background. If you are from technical background and you know programming, I think you will be happy because unnecessarily you will not be bored by listening the very common concept, right? But having said that, people are from different background. So if you are from non-technical background, this is definitely going to help you, the core Python and the advanced Python, sorry, the Durga Sir's recording. You have time. So whenever you think like, you have some extra time, you can go through the recordings and let me know if you have any doubt. I'll give you mostly 1 week of time to complete it, because as soon as you have done your enrollment, people who are from non-technical background, I'll suggest them to enroll as soon as possible, because you will get the core Python recording, and I think initial 1 week will be mostly demo. So in those duration, you can complete the core Python, right? Anyway, so this is something which is prerequisite for the course. But after that, what we are starting with, right? The first module of this course is preparatory module. We are not directly going to jump into machine learning. So there are some concepts which are very much necessary before you start building application. So what is the main agenda? So what I am keeping in my mind, right? When I started this curriculum, my major intention is to help you to crack interviews. And I am a principal data scientist. In my previous role, I was a general manager. So every day I used to take one interview, right? And many of my students are also placed all over globe. So if you are from UK, US, Australia, and all over the world, so they keep sharing their interview experience. I get to know a lot of interview questions, assignments. So based on whatever I have knowledge, to the best of my knowledge, my major intention is to help you with real time scenarios, right? It's not a traditional theoretical course, it's a complete hands on kind of course, where I will try to give you as much as possible so that you can clear interviews, right? So in the module 1, we will be discussing some basic topics which are really necessary. One of the topic is pandas. Pandas is a Python library helpful for data analysis. After that, we will be discussing about Plotly. Plotly is the data visualization library, which will be helpful for creating nice visualization charts, graphs. We will be discussing about Streamlit. So if you know Streamlit, any kind of machine learning, deep learning, generative AI app you can build, the front end you can build, and it is not like I have to teach you HTML, CSS, JavaScript. No, it's a Pythonic way or data scientist way of creating dashboards. Very, very, very minimal code you will write, and quickly within 1 day or maybe within hours, you can create nice looking front end, very nice for showing POC or creating your portfolio. So whenever you have done some project, you have to host somewhere, right? Maybe in Heroku or maybe in GCP or wherever, like free sources, wherever you're hosting, that URL, if you can share in your resume, that gives a lot of weightage. So you can create any kind of website after you learn Streamlit. And with very minimal time we are spending, and we are learning to create a website. So that's what the Streamlit library will do. So Pandas, Plotly, Streamlit, and statistics. So statistics is the basic building block. Before we jump into machine learning, statistical concept should be clear. So these are the few things, and also NumPy is there. So these are the few things I consider this as prerequisite before you jump. So this is module 1, which we will complete. And I'm not giving a lot of time in module 1. Let's say you have 40 hours of class total. So I think somewhere around 10 hours or 12 hours will dedicate. So 20 to 30% of time we will dedicate. Rest 80% of the time is totally dedicated to module 2 and module 3. So let me tell you what is module 2. Module 2 is the cream of this course, right? That is called machine learning. And most of you have already done some research. And based on your research, you must be knowing machine learning is purely math, right? So you must be scared. Okay, can I understand? Is it too much difficult maths? So don't worry. So I will take care of that responsibility. Machine learning, there are two different or basically three different kind of areas, or basically any problem can be categorized into three types, and every type has different algorithms. For example, let's say supervised problem, right? It can be unsupervised problem, or it can be semi-supervised problem. So don't worry about this. What I'm trying to tell you is at high level, we are going to learn algorithm using which we can solve this category and this category. From this, we will learn 2 to 3, and from this, we will learn 1 to 2. So in total, we are going to learn 5 to 6. Let me tell you which all algorithm we will learn. Linear regression, we will learn. Logistic regression, we will learn. Decision tree, we will learn. Random forest, we will learn. And K-means clustering, we will learn, right? And almost like XGBoost also we will learn. So almost like 5 to 6 algorithm we will discuss. And every algorithm, how we will learn in the module 2. Let's say I'm teaching you linear regression. First will be the theory class. In the theory, I will derive everything, all the maths, it is my responsibility. There is no prerequisite at all. I just want you to join my class and listen what I'm telling. If you have still doubt, I will give you reference material to read and come. But 100% most of the time it will be cleared in the class only. I will teach you from basics to very advanced, right? All the theory, everything, derivative, everything. And then we will implement every algorithm in a project, right? So in a project, there are several steps: data collection, data cleaning, and then model building, right? And then model validation. So all of these 4 things we will repeat for 5 projects. So in the second module 2, you will be doing around 3 to 4 projects. There's a project 2, project 3, right? In every project, we will implement the algorithm that we have learned in all of these 4 steps: collection, cleaning, and model building and model validation. So many people will ask you, okay, what we are doing in model validation or building? So it's not about only machine learning. When you start working in a project, you will see like there are a lot of other hidden issues which you will find. The quality of the data also matters. Sometimes your doesn't matter how many algorithms you are writing, still your model will suffer from accuracy. And those cases, we will also understand what is feature selection, basically the data cleaning steps, right? We have to understand which all feature selection techniques are available. We will see if data is missing, right? Data values are not present, how to treat our missing values. So missing value treatment, we will understand. If very, very different values are there or extreme values are there, we call it outlier, how to treat your outliers. Outlier treatment we will discuss, and so on and so forth. Visualization, how to create dashboards, in how to create insights using Plotly and all. So a lot of these steps will come in data cleaning. And then in model building also, it's not like only one algorithm. What is hyperparameter tuning? How to check all the models and how to take the best one out of it. How to validate the model. What all are the validation technique? For example, if it is classification, we have a lot of, so I'm not going in that detail. Just at high level, what we are going to learn in module 2 is end-to-end machine learning. Not only theory and project, theory and project. And when we are doing project, except the deployment part, there are 5 steps: model, data collection, data cleaning, model building, model validation, and model deployment. Except the model deployment, all the 4 steps and all the sub steps inside the major steps, we will do end to end. And all the 4 projects are different, right? Maybe one is from supervised, one will can be from unsupervised. So all the 3 projects or 4 projects, whatever we are doing, will be different. So that is your module 2, which will take around 60 to 70% of your time, right? And then the last module will come, which is the deployment module. So module 3 is ops module, right? So now this is your ML module and this is your ops module. So this is around 10 to 20%. Let's say this is 20%, let's say. And let's say this is around 50%, right? And rest 30% we will give on ops. Why 30%? Because a lot of the things are repeated. So in ML, every project is different. You cannot repeat one project to other project. There are a lot of things you need to learn newly. But in ops, doesn't matter. If it is a ML project, doesn't matter whether it is supervised or unsupervised. Once you have done it for one project, rest all, once you know the flow, I think all the projects you can replicate easily. So it's kind of repetitive task, I will say. The first project will take, let's say, 100 hours. The second project you can maybe do, that's the reason ops, right? Means automation. So once you do it for one project, same thing you need to repeat for multiple projects. So I think slight here and there changes you should do, and quickly you can operationalize your code. So what platform you're using is GCP, right? So here you have built your system, but it is local. What you will do is after you have built it, you will be using a tool called ML Flow, which you will learn here in module 2. In ML Flow, what it will help you? It will help you in different things. It will create your conda.yml or requirement.txt, all the dependency file. It will help you for tracking your model. Tracking means what? You can track the versions of your model. You can track the parameters, the accuracy. So DevOps is different and MLOps is different. In DevOps, we might not be tracking the parameters and input and all that. But here we are tracking accuracy, parameters, input data, output data, a lot of things, training data, test data, a lot of things, right? So tracking can be done. Register means you have created one version after 2 years. Let's say your client want you to go back to the previous version. So from where you will get? If you have, it's not about automation, it is about maintaining also. Code maintenance is a prior objective, very important objective, right? So registry, model registry will help you to retrieve any model, any version that you want. And then we will also reproducible, will make our module reproducible, right? Or basically automated by using this ML flow. So all of these things, we will be using ML flow. And once our final model is done and everything is done, then we will, what we will do is we will push our code to GitHub, and from GitHub, or basically from here, or any code version control platform, we are going to push it to GCP and we are going to deploy it. Why GCP? Because you are getting almost 300 credit free, and it is very easy thing being a data scientist. If AI and ML is your primary area of interest, I think obviously Google and Microsoft are the companies who are investing a lot in AI space, right? AWS is good overall, like infrastructure and other things. If you look at AWS is good, but if you just look at the AI component, only AI, then I think GCP, Google, nobody can beat Google, right? So the GCP platform is user friendly, very beginner friendly, and you no need to spend hell lot amount of time learning cloud platform. Seamlessly you can integrate. In fact, you don't have system also, Google Colab you can use 16 GB with GPU support you will get. So you are going with generative AI. Hugging Face has collaboration with Google platforms. Easily you can deploy. So deployment becomes very easy, and you're getting $300, so almost 21,000 pre-credit, so which you is sufficient to explore everything, right? Now almost for 1 year you can explore. So in that aspect, so there is no special preference. It's just like I feel it is good, so I'm using it. All the platforms are good. The objective is, do you know to deploy, right? Yes, then how? Platform doesn't matter, like later you can upgrade if you want AWS, or you can go to Azure, right? But the entire deployment process I will teach you in ops part. Before that, we will also discuss about CI/CD pipeline and all that, Docker image, how to create and all that. So this is this entire thing coming under this ops part. So in ops, people ask me what all tools we will learn. So we will learn about ML flow. We will learn about obviously GCP, the platform, right? And in GCP, we have something called Vertex AI. We will be extensively using this Vertex AI. And if you're going for generative AI, then generative Vertex AI Studio and Model Garden, right? So those two things we will be using very often. We will also use version control tools like GitHub. We will also use Docker, right? So these are the major tools, I think more than sufficient to deploy your code on the cloud platform, right? Creating endpoint. And this is all course. Now from here, I think this is all about MLOps. And from here, if you want to just start, these are the 3 modules. And what else you're getting as bonus recording? Let's say somebody wants to stop in MLOps. They don't want to go for generative AI. Absolutely fine. You have all the advantage of all of this MLOps and everything. Plus bonus recording. What you're getting is, you are getting from the generative AI class, I'm giving you some 10 hours of recording, right? As a bonus only for the people who are going with MLOps. What you will get a basic understanding about what is generative AI, right? The theory, foundation, what is foundation model, what is a lot of questions, lot of confusion about generative AI, what is LLM, what is foundation model, what is chart GPT, what is Llama index, lot of terms. So that basic, and then followed by some deep learning recordings, right, which will clarify your concept. So what deep learning recordings are going to get? ANN, artificial neural network. You're going to implement a complete deep learning model end to end using TensorFlow, right? And Keras, TensorFlow and Keras. And along with that, you will also learn something around a typical NLP basics, right? NLP basics in the sense, one end-to-end NLP project you will build basically, right? On top of TensorFlow, right? On top of Keras or TensorFlow, you're going to build ANN-based NLP project. So that is your bonus. It's almost around 10 hours, as I said, which includes everything, the theory, the implementation. NLP basics is around 5 hours, TensorFlow, and then project, everything you will get as bonus. And the lecture notes will be it's not like only self learning. So I can have, like, we can have 1 or 2 doubt clearing sessions. I will upload the lecture videos at the end of the session. so that you can go through it in the whole 2.5 months or 3 months duration. And once the course is like over, all the modules are completed, 2 or 3 extra classes I can take for clearing doubts if you have anything related to the bonus. Not only this, with this you are getting extra bonus from the previous batch. What extra things? The extra thing that you're getting is, as I said, AWS SageMaker, right? So AWS SageMaker is very important for deployment. Almost like you can find some 5 hours to 6 hours of recording. So almost, I think you already know the flow. So once you have created Docker image, anywhere you can deploy. So only the deployment part you will see here, along with setup and everything. So it's a clear explanation. So with this, you can do in both platforms, AWS as well as GCP. This is very important. So this is what you will get. And if you are interested, I can also share Seaborn and Matplotlib recording, right, from the previous batch. These are outdated. I will say, suggest not spend a lot of time in this module. This is just for some people who are interested, but I will say this is outdated. But this and these are mandatory things. So, I mean, it's really going to helpful. This 15 to 20 hours of recording is going to be very, very essential things. And with this, I think you are getting everything. So 2 deployment platforms with all the machine learning and the steps in data science project, followed by your deep learning and NLP basics. So this is a very nice foundation to advanced level course. After taking this course, I think you are eligible for applying data science, data analyst, data analytical roles. I mean, ML engineer related roles. But if you want to take your journey to the next step, I think generative AI is the next thing that you should learn, because it's a hype. Everyone wants you to know this. Whether you are a software engineer or data scientist, you should have some knowledge about generative AI. So generative AI course is really wonderful course, and it is in our current batch there were 20 students. It went really nice, and it's a very structured syllabus. The problem with generative AI is so many documents, so many things. You will wander here and there. You will confused what to study, what not to, which tool to use, which LLM model to use. So many things are going around. So this is a structured path. I think very, very nice structured path. If you want, I can share with you what all things you will learn. The syllabus is also there. Please go through it. As I said, everything is there. But in high level, if you are asking me, this will start from deep learning. From day one, you join, it will start from deep learning. This is a continuation actually. So here you have learned ANN. Here I will just brief about ANN. And then we will learn about CNN. We will learn about GAN, Generative Adversarial Network. And we will learn about DGGAN, so Deep Convolution Generative Adversarial Network. So all of these things are generative models. These are the backbone of all of these LLMs that you are looking, right? We will also discuss about transformers. Transformer, do you know what is transformer? Transformers are the neural network, which is the reason why all of these GPT, all of these Llama, and then Gemini, all of these models, if you look behind the scene, it is transformer. It's a neural network or deep learning model. So we will learn about transformer architecture. But in this, we have one project. Here one project, here one project, here one project. All the projects are very complex, very high level advanced, because we will be using Keras or TensorFlow or maybe PyTorch to implement things from scratch, right? From very beginning to end. Right. So this is what is the fundamental basics. After that, I will talk about NLP basic, but advanced NLP. Like you will learn about word embeddings. What is word embedding? What is word to back model? What is attention mechanism? Right. What is a lot of word embedding technique we will learn. NLP clear, like what is entity, named entity recognition? What are the applications? Everything. So this is fundamental. After this, the real Gen AI models will start. The first is with OpenAI GPT. So we'll explore the OpenAI platform. We'll take a key and then we will explore the GPT platform. GPT 4.0 we will use, and we'll explore a lot of things. Then we will go to LangChain. LangChain is the unified platform. This is the, you can see, cream of this course. I will make you expert in LangChain, every module in detail. And we will do almost like 15 plus projects, or more than that actually, 20 plus projects in this entire course. We will create blog post, video recording, everything from scratch, not scratch, using generative models. We will mask, like we will delete some of the things from the images. We will create transcript. We will convert image to video, video to image, text to text, text to audio, audio to text, multimodal, open source, paid, lot of things we will try. So like we will understand what is memory, what is chain, all of the 5 components in LangChain. And we will understand RAG, what is RAG framework, right? We will understand what is fine tuning means, how to fine tune your model, LLM model, right? What is foundation model means. We will also understand about quantization, right? High, like models which are large language, how to make it smaller or lighter so that you can try it out in your system. And also we will discuss about Llama index. So it's a very nice syllabus. It will keep you up to date. I think you can be interview ready. I can give you guarantee, right? With this generative AI course. So everything is very properly organized. So this is what is the whole curriculum, right? I think I have explained everything. But I think this is how it is. You will get the syllabus. In the syllabus, just you will see the points, pandas, plotly, what all topics. But overall, it is Module 1, Module 2, Module 3. Module 1 is the basic module. Module 2 is the machine learning module where you will learn all the algorithms, implementation, projects, till model validation. You will take one of the project from Module 2 and we will try to deploy it in Module 3. So deployment is a complete hands-on session. There is no theory in Module 3. Everything is complete hands-on. You will be modularizing your code. You will be tracking, registering your code. You will be reproducible. You will make reproducible, push it to GitHub and then create Docker image, go to GCP and deploy, right? And this is the whole syllabus. I'll pause here. So much talking, sorry, but now I can take doubts. Any question on this? Python 3 or Python 2? Sorry, I just answered. Let me answer you. It is always Python 3. Python 2 is no more, right? It is already gone. Yeah.
Actually, the question was in reference to the recordings that are Durga Sir's recordings. So, are they Python 3 or Python 2?
Durga sir recording, I am really not sure because I have never gone through the recording myself, so I cannot commit. I will check and let you know.
Okay.
Mostly it will be, I think, Python 3, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
And also to learn all these different methods or techniques, do we require any special hardware on our machines, or we can just run this by, I mean,
Yeah, for MLOPS class, I think, as I said, you can go ahead with Google Colab if you don't have a good machine, which gives you 16 GB with GPU support. For Gen AI, definitely you need a good machine to try out. If you really want to become expert in Gen AI, you have to invest a little bit on the hardware side. The problem of Gen AI is cost, right? So if you're going with, you cannot, as an individual, looking at the price, you really cannot explore the cloud platforms, right? It is okay for learning. And if your company is giving you license, yes, you can go ahead. But if you are really interested, you can try out Hugging Face and open source models from Hugging Face. Now that those are open source models, the problem is okay if you are trying out, but if you're really building any application in future, these are large language, lot of parameters, and we download and then try to, let's say, fine tune or something, it needs a lot of hardware support. But that's the reason we are learning quantization so that we can make it smaller and then we can try it out if we want fine tuning. So let me summarize. I think the course is designed in such a manner. I will be showing some of the heavy weighted algorithms or maybe models like Llama, but also I will show you lightweight things which can fit um, on your system. So it is always a accuracy versus cost trade, right? In Gen AI. So if you are going with accuracy, you have to use heavy models like Llama or Gemini or GPT-4 or maybe let's say Claude recent version and all that. So those models, the problem is few are open source, few are paid one. Even if you are going with open source, then you need to invest in hardware to kind of download those models and try out things. If you're going with paid ones, you have to pay per token. And accuracy wise, I think you have to, sorry, security wise, you need to compromise. But anyway, so what I'm trying to tell you is let's say you are an individual, accuracy does not matter much. You can download lighter weight models, which might not be so good as your trending ones, but still it is moderately okay, and cost is cheaper, like free, right? Cheaper means the best thing can be free. So models like Microsoft Fee and a lot of other models which you can download on your system, and you can use it free of cost, right? With 16 GB. So for GenAI, if you're asking, yes, there is a system requirement. I am expecting somewhere around 16 GB to try out things. But for MLOps, I think, yeah, 16 GB is good for the whole course. If you don't have 16 GB, no worries. The GCP, as I said, you are getting some credits, right? 30,000 Indian rupees, 300 USD credit. So I think sorry, 21,000. So which is around 300. So you try to utilize that. In fact, without GCP also, just like Google Colab, you can use where you have 16 GB machine with GPU support. And if you are planning, let's say somebody really want to have some investment, I will suggest go with this kind of thing, like the what is that called, desktop kind of thing, rather than laptop you cannot buy, right? If you are really want to buy a AI laptop, it will be very expensive, like 2.5 onwards, you can say, like which has a good configuration. Same thing if you go with desktop, which is very cheaper, like you want to see my configuration, I can show you to this kind of system. You can make, I have spent around 1.8 or 2, and I have 64 GB RAM, 4090 GPU card, right? And then I have 2 terabyte SSD. So almost everything is good, right? So I think you can, maybe no need to spend 1.9 also. I can send you the budget list. I have taken a screenshot. Within 1.4 to 1.5, you can set up your own lab kind of thing, right? So it's up to you how you want to, but if you are asking me, 16 GB is what is needed. If you have more, I can download Llama also in my system, but that doesn't matter. I will not suggest anyone to buy anything new. Anyway, your company will give you those support, right? So for tryout things, I think 16 GB is more than sufficient. If you don't have that, also go with Google Colab, which is free, right?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
No problem. Yeah, Pankaj, you have some doubt? Pankaj, you have any query?
Sorry, you're speaking on mute. Am I audible, Sasmitha?
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah.
So actually, I have not two doubt. One, actually, I joined the last session on the Sunday, but didn't happen, and I'm more interested in joining the weekend batch. I would be joining the weekend. So, is there any difference in the weekend batch and this batch, Sasmitha?
Weekend batch is only for generative AI. So there is no
Okay.
MLOps weekend batch. Yeah.
Okay, but anybody who has no knowledge on or any background in the no onto the GNI, just you discuss on that, so he can attend that.
I will suggest, I don't know your background, but if you are a
I am
kind of,
a
yeah,
okay. Maybe I'll just tell about myself. I'm a Java background developer. I have bit knowledge onto the deployment and like I used onto the Maven, Jenkins, CI/CD. So with a little background onto the cloud, and I'm more into the to the Java and C Sharp. So that's my background.
see, what is your intention? That's what I wanted to know. So
Ma,
if you want to come into data science or you want to upgrade to AI? Like,
want
okay,
to
let me simplify it. So is your company is asking you to learn Gen AI because you can explore how Gen AI can be implemented in your current domain? I mean,
yeah,
your
they're after
intention is exactly.
yeah,
This
they're
is,
like they're asking us to like
yeah.
they're forcing us to attend the training and all. Where I'm like, I know how the training will be inside, so I said no, I'll let me go outside and understand from the people who have on hand experience.
Okay, so I'll tell you, okay, so it will help everyone. It's a good question. Thank you for asking. It will help everyone, all the batch to, I think there is a confusion around which one to join, which one to skip, or should I join both, or should I, what I should do. So I'll tell you. So if you are interested to apply for roles related to data scientist, data analyst, data analytical field, ML engineer, so both the courses mandatory. I will share with you the recordings if you want. I have recorded a few of my interview experience with Optum and other companies. They will never start with Gen AI, right? Always they will start from basics like what is machine learning, deep learning. They will ask you fundamental questions, statistics, right? And once you clear those things, then the next thing is on Gen AI. Even if it is a completely pure Gen AI role, still they will ask you basics first. So without MLOps course, I don't believe anybody can go with this data science. You cannot crack interviews, right? So this MLOps course becomes so mandatory for people who want to join as a data scientist. I think both are important for them because if they just go with MLOps, I think this is the current trend. Everyone will at least ask you, do you know? If you say yes, it's a good thing. If you don't say yes, I think I don't know how they will react because Gen AI is a demand right now in the market. All the data scientists should have knowledge in Gen AI. So both are important for them. Now, let's say you are from a background, you are currently working as a data engineer or DevOps engineer or software engineer or test automation engineer or any, let's say, cybersecurity engineer. And your company, because it's the AI race, your company is telling you to upgrade to AI. Just learn what is AI and what is generative AI, and if that is your goal, if you want to stick to your domain, don't want to switch, but still you want to know at least something on AI, and you can try out things, no code AI if you want to learn, right? Fundamentals, obviously, you will learn, but mostly how you can implement AI in your domain to do automation. Those kind of goal, if you have, you don't want to switch into data science, you just want to upgrade yourself to AI, just want to know AI at high level, I will suggest Gen AI course, which is, I think, 1.5 months to 2 months course. And I can guarantee you, if you join only Gen AI also, 100% you will understand. Why I am saying with confidence? Because you can see the syllabus. If you don't believe, let me share with you also the previous batch. I will share with you right now, right? After I talk here, the current batch, how it went, right? So this basically the Gen AI course starts with deep learning. And I am assuming you have Python knowledge. You should have. Otherwise, don't join Gen AI.
Yeah.
I'm not going to teach you Python there, right? So Python knowledge should be mandatory for Gen AI course. Having said that, Python knowledge is not mandatory for MLOps course. Just core Python you can learn. Advanced Python, I will take care. Gen AI course, you should have some Python knowledge. You no need to learn pandas or other things also because this is completely on unstructured data. Unstructured means text data, audio data, image data, right? Related to that. So I think you basic Python, core Python, if you know, I think you are good. And deep learning, I am starting with deep learning. Deep learning is different. Machine learning is different. They both solve the same thing. They solve the supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised problem. Having said that, you can 100% understand deep learning even if you don't know machine learning. Are you getting? This is a completely different way of learning. Machine learning is a completely different algorithm. So I mean, there is no link. So definitely you can learn. And deep learning also from scratch I am starting. It's not like there is some dependency. So what is deep learning? What is ANN? What is CNN? What is GN? Everything, the maths, the derivatives, like how I am teaching in MLOps machine learning, same way I will teach here deep learning. Everything. So I think zero knowledge in deep learning also perfectly fine. That is what many people will have. So you will 100% understand. Now I'm not making it a deep learning course. No, this is not a deep learning course. I don't want to give any blind knowledge so that somewhere if if your stick is hidden somewhere, you cannot walk that day, right? It's a situation. So every day you are eating MTR packets. Sometime, let's say rain is happening, MTR boy did not come. So you cannot, you are like totally dependent. So that is how Gen AI is. If you are learning only Gen AI, see, in MTR biryani, you don't know what all are the ingredients. You have never cooked biryani yourself at least once, starting to ending. You don't know the process. Every time people are giving you biryani, you are hitting it, eating it. You're getting? That's how generative AI is. You have no idea what is going on behind the scene. You will load the model, predict. Load the model, predict. Load the model, use it. So once in your lifetime, at least you should build the model from scratch. Why I'm saying? Lot of the time generative model will fail. It will hallucinate, and those time your company will tell you to go with the traditional approach. Many time, even if your generative models are good, company cannot afford. There is a cost, right? The cost versus the revenue, the result, it might not match. So they will tell you to go with the traditional approach, and at that time you cannot do anything. Are you getting? So that's why this is a
Yeah.
complete course. This is a complete course. After taking this course, any non-technical person, you can make them understand. Even if you are not from data science background, even if today you are a software engineer, after taking this Gen AI course with confidence, I'm telling you, with my 100% confident, at least you will explain, okay, GPT-4, how it is working. This is transformer behind the scene. You know how the transformer is? It is encoder and decoder. Do you know what is happening? How it is predicting? Everything you will know fundamentally. And not only that, you will actually build a complete fake video creation app, not app, but a project end to end using DGGAN, or maybe a image creation project using DGGAN end to end. You will create using PyTorch base libraries like PyTorch and TensorFlow. So that will clarify your fundamentals. And you know what? Surprisingly, these all concepts are super easy. I mean, these are so easy. Now it is looking very difficult, but when I start teaching you, you will laugh. You will think like, oh, this I can also learn myself. So it's so simple. Things. Just people are confused because they don't know the flow, from where to study, what to study, and all that. Lot of information. But these are anybody can learn non-technical. If I teach my kid, um, you will see my kid is using chat GPT more better than me, really. So I think these are super
Yeah.
simple thing. You do use like fancy words, very hi-fi words like video to text. Actually, what you are doing is 4 lines of code. You are writing, right? You just want something. I can show you. There's really interesting ones. Let me show you, right? Let's say somebody is telling you, I have created a video chatbot or video to, let's say, blog post summary or transcript or anything, right? If you build a complete thing end to end, let me give you some simple example so that you will understand. Last class, so this is what we have built, DGGAN project. And you can see everything using TensorFlow we are building from scratch, right? We are writing the models from scratch, you can see. Right? This is called real deep learning, right? Everything end to end. Once you do this, see, we have this many parameters, we train the model, we validate the model. So you will understand the complete flow. Now, after you understand this, you can very confidently, you can use Gen AI. And Gen AI projects you want to see, let me show you. Just give me 1 minute, right? I can show you what kind of project we are going to do. Not one, two, but many projects we'll do. There are a lot of documents I need to find out. Okay. I'll show you which kind of project. So let's say, I think this is the one, or yeah. So this is the one project that I have, let's say, how many lines, 10, 15 lines I'm writing. But so amazing this project. So what it is doing is there is a image file, right? Let me show you what is that image file. Okay, so this is the image file. I have used Gemini. I have passed this to Gemini. You can see there are a lot of things in it. So you can see there are fruits, there are nuts, and a lot of confusing things. And the objective was you just pass this image as input, and the model will classify, means identify, image identification. So segmentation. So every project, it is called image to text conversion, and you're passing image as input, the model will identify every single thing present in this image, right? It's a vision model, and I have written some ABC line of code, and you can see the output. The image shown in the flat arrangement, healthy fruits, everything it is identifying: apples, lemon, avocado, pear, green apple, cucumber, right? And how many lines of code you have written? Basically 2 lines. This is Gen AI, right? And only this, if you learn, do you think you can survive? Mostly no. What if you have to do some changes? What if the model did not work? What if it hallucinate? What if something customization you want to do? So you should have traditional plus advanced, or basically you know binary sort, but you are always using binary sort function. That is perfectly fine. But sometime if you want to do some modification, you can also do it because you know what is binary sort. The same way, you know the deep learning, now you are using this. And awesome things you can build. There is one more application that I was showing them. So this is basically again another picture of a crime scene. This is some dangerous content. So this is the image that I have given as input, and what the model is giving you. They may shown as a crime scene investigation. You can see police tape, blue and white strips, right? For forensic team, everything clearly it has identified. And not only that, it is telling this is mostly dangerous content, 26%, the percentage of each type. Lot of applications. So these are application. One more provided tourism from this video. So there is a video, sea beach video that I have uploaded, and from that video it has generated blog post, right? And this is all generated by the model, right? Ad for your company. If you want to generate ad, let's say you want to generate a post, very simple, right? You have gone somewhere and you have that video, let's say Bali or anywhere you went, that sea beach video I have uploaded, and it is telling you ad around it. You can do a lot of things around it. So I think lot of possibility. Chart description, this is really nice application that we have discussed. So I'll tell you what is this chart application. There is a chart. Basically, this is the one, right? I have just downloaded from internet. Let's say this is COVID chart. Some information is there. It's very difficult in real time to interpret the chart. Many of you and me struggle, right? Okay, you have to understand this chart means at least 10 minutes you have to spend. What is this chart is talking about? What is good? What is bad? Okay, share of people fully vaccinated against COVID, and share of people partially vaccinated, fully versus partial for every country. That is what the chart is talking about. But again, the same thing, if I use a GenAI model with a lot of accuracy, it is extracting all the information in a tabular manner, right? And this is the beauty of GenAI, right? Are you getting where we are now? So this is good, but I think GenAI also you can take. Only GenAI if you want, you can take. Definitely you can understand everything because that is also from scratch. But MLOps plus GenAI will make you a rock star. Means you are self-independent. You don't need anyone. Traditional, fine. GenAI, fine. Structured data, very good. Unstructured data, very good. I am master. You give me anything, I can build around it. Like you have all the knowledge, you can say. Obviously, you have to explore further in that domain, but at least you know the every aspect of AI, I will say. GenAI is one-dimensional, right? Traditional AI still exists. If you ask me, 60% of the project, more than 60, 80%, I will say, is on traditional deep learning and ML. Maybe 20, 30% is around GenAI. People are still figuring out what they can do, what they cannot do, what is the few companies are afraid of security, few companies are not ready to spend, few companies are struggling with the resource and they need to hire, right? So a lot of problems around this. But yes, this is the future, so we cannot skip it also. It will come. If not today, maybe after 2-3 years, it will be coming to the mainstream, right? Everybody will be using it.
Yeah,
So
to summarize it, if we say
Yeah.
that traditional approach is a brown field and Gen AI is a green field, where everybody
Exactly.
is exploring it here. Okay,
Yes, yes.
and the next question, like, since you are already working on it, and if you get a candidate like me who is a backend developer, full stack developer, having a background in other technology like Java, C Sharp, so, and if I have gone through such training, so how is your response if you get a such candidate, and the company they respond to
See,
such
depends,
profile?
right? What role? See, I told you. So there are two things. If I get a candidate like you, obviously I only with GenAI, I will not hire you for
No, no,
data
no,
science
no. I'm
role.
like, I'm saying the both approach. I understood Jenny doesn't
Yeah.
just the complete, as you said, right? More the
Yeah, I
traditional
got
plus
your
the Gen
question.
AI.
So you're asking if you have understood everything. Let's say you understood all the complete thing, MLOps and GenAI and everything. You have done the projects. You have the knowledge. You grasped all the things. Now you are coming to me. So if you are coming to me, see, really in today's world, it is very transparent. If you ask me also, I'm not an expert. Nobody is expert in AI, right? Today I'm expert. If I just don't learn for 2-3 months or maybe 1 year, if I stop learning, I will also become backward in AI, because the race is so, everything is it's so much things going on in AI. So very easily you can outdate it. So that we are human, so we understand that. So when I was taking interviews, honestly, there are so many candidates who, like, I will say 90%, right, are from background like you and like all other people who has trained themselves, right? They're not from solid background. Solid background means what? Means you have a master's or you have done PhD, you have educational background. Why we are looking for such background? Because in masters, that's a different thing, right? You are from IIT or triple IT, have done masters, so I can guarantee that in masters it's a different track. You will learn the linear algebra 6 months, right? You will do your thesis, you will learn 5,000, 2,000 papers, you will publish papers, so that's a different track, so you are master in that. So those kind of candidates, people are normally looking, but there are lot many demand right now for Gen AI and AI. In fact, every role is leading towards AI right now. Lot of demand and skill scarcity is there. Means they're not getting what they're looking for. Even though they're writing triple IT, IIT, NIT, tier 1 college, blah, 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 they're not getting candidates. Even if they're getting the candidates, they're not able to afford them. They will ask 90 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore package. They're not ready to give that much. Because anyway, it is kind of very easy nowadays, auto ML. So they are looking for freshers. The trend is changed right now. After Gen AI, the trend is changed. And the good thing is it's very good for at least 2 years to 9 years, 8-9 years experience level people. It's a very good trend. For people who are more than 9 years, it's a bad news for them. Because are you getting, there is no leadership role, management role. Most of the things are IC now. And what you can do, your junior can do. And companies, what they're doing is, you have seen this trend is going on. So like 4 years, 5-year experience, 40 lakh, 50 lakh package. It was not like that. When I was in 2016, 17, I think it was 25, 30 lakhs. Now 10, 15 lakhs, it has increased. Why? So they're okay to give good package to talented people, right? And they really don't need people who will charge 1 crore, 2 crore for doing this kind of things. Many things are automated. So I think are you getting? So the range is like 3 years to 8 year, 10 years, doesn't matter your background. Honestly speaking, if today you have upgraded yourself, no need to hide also. You can honestly tell, I know this much. And this is my proof. This is my GitHub link. You check. This is my profile. I have hosted 3 apps in different platforms. These are the POCs I have tried out. And 2-3 years of experience you can show. You have to adjust somehow in your CV. And you are good. Like, they will take you. So it doesn't matter from what, because everyone is learning. They are themselves are learning who is taking interview. So learning and upgrading is so common. Like you, everyone is coming to AI. So I will love to hire people. Like, I really don't care about your background. What I care is, in the interview, are you able to justify what I'm asking you? Are you able to give me proper answer? Means, if an expert will take your interview for 1 hour, you are faking or you have real experience, how much in-depth knowledge you have, everything they can catch. If they feel like you really know the concepts, they will hire you. Doesn't matter. You can tell, I have learned. Quantization, everything came newly only 1 year back, 2 year back, these algorithms are coming. So you learned, they also learned. It's new thing. Are you getting? Gen AI is a new thing. So like you, they also learned. If you ask me 5 years back, I also did not know Gen AI. Nobody knows, right? It's a new domain. So learning is so common. Doesn't matter your background. If you can really get that knowledge, you will click the interview. And you have seen the reports, IIT placement 38% empty. Are you getting? So the tags, the IIT, NIT, triple IT, that will go. The next generation, our kids' generation, when they will grow up, I think what really matters is skill set, degree, like the numbers will not, skill, practical experience, how much you can deliver. People are asking totally on projects. If you go for interview nowadays, especially for AI, I can tell you, it's totally on your projects. They will grill you on your CV. end to end, they will ask you everything about your project, what you have done, how you have done. They asked me what is the difference between BERT and GPT, what is transformer, complete theory, project related. If you don't know any project you have not implemented, and not only that, they're asking engineering also. That's the trend that I have seen recently, right? So are you getting? So everyone has to upgrade. A data scientist has to upgrade to engineering side. Engineer has to upgrade to data science side. Everything is going to be full stack. If you are a software engineer, still you have to learn basics at least about AI. If you are AI, expert in AI, still you have to learn engineering. Are you getting? Because who will deploy your apps? You will only deploy. So I think, Pankaj, to answer you, I will love to hire, or anybody will love to hire you if you can justify your skill set. Whatever you have written, if your CV is shortlisted and if you can justify that with projects and all, definitely people will hire. So don't worry about that era where degree matters, IIT tag matters. No, we are not so much focused on that. You do know why this is happening? Scarcity of skill set. People are not getting, like the HRs, the positions are open for months and years. They're not getting
Because
a
the on-hand experience are less.
correct. On-hand experience are less. And so the thing is how much people can upgrade, right? I mean, honestly speaking, I don't know what is your background, but after certain age limit, you have your family to take care, you have your kids, you have your personal life. So the domain is moving in a direction where every day you have to learn. At least 30 minutes you have to spend in learning. Otherwise, today something you know, after 1 year, if you don't stop learning, that thing will go. And companies are also responsible. They put the employees in outdated kind of work, repetitive task. They don't get time to upgrade, and eventually they get outdated. So even if today you are a data scientist, that doesn't mean you are relevant. A software engineer can be more relevant to you. If you're a data scientist and not upgraded yourself, a software engineer learn the skills, he might get a data science job. You might lose. You might be laid off. Riveting. It's all depends on skill set now, and there is a lot of
Yeah,
demand.
IT is all about keeping updated. If you're not updated, you're not
Exactly.
required in this field.
Exactly. IT is all about upgrading. So you need to prepare for that. And this is a high time. Last, I think 5-7 years, people were surviving without upgrade. But I can guarantee you people will not survive if you don't upgrade. This is the world of AI. If you don't know the recent trends, not only AI, I will say cyber security, AI, blockchain, cloud computing. Blockchain is okay, but cloud, the deployment side, right? Engineering side, the cloud, and then the cyber security, AI. These are the these are there in IT. Like, this is in the blood of IT right now. If you don't know, you will be laid off. And don't blame the company. You have not upgraded, right? So that's how it is. And it doesn't matter from what background, they really don't check. So what they do is how much you know. And that doesn't mean you will write uh, like not so relevant CV and post it. In those cases, if you write, if you are honest, if you write everything nicely, whatever you have done, you will have zero experience, isn't it? Because you are all are like not from this domain. You will have zero experience and your CV only will be not shortlisted. So if you come to, let's say I'm a human, you are a human, you come to me, one-to-one interaction, I might consider you also. Looking at your skill set, look, after talking to you, my mind can change. I can, even if you are not from this background, even if I understand that you are faking, still I will hire you. If I see that potential workaholic or learning kind of attitude, I will still love to hire you. But the HR will not do that, right? HR will only shortlist your CV if it is matching with the JD. So to satisfy the HR requirement, you have to modify your CV a lot. And that's the reason we have the CV preparation recording, which I will share with you. And if you need, you can ping me one-to-one. I can help you. So CV preparation also plays a great role. Don't randomly write something and send. You will not be shortlisted. So there are a lot of things with a little slightly changing here and there you can get through. You can easily crack interviews. If you are strong in all of these areas, I think this is what they will ask you. Fundamental, they don't ask hi-fi things. The The problem is fundamental things also people cannot answer. Right? That's the thing. Okay, so I think lot of question. Swapna, you have any query?
Yeah, Sasmitha. So I have a basic query. Like, I'm from Java developer, and what are the things I should know before I join your trainings? Actually, I only know Java technologies. So what else I need to learn before I start joining?
Core Python you need to learn. I think the topics that I have listed here. As I said, once your enrollment is done, please recording from me and also from Durga sir. I think this is where you need to learn this 5 topics, core Python, because rest all I am anyway covering. And the object and class, you are from Java background. So I think these are nothing. In Python, it is super easy, right? Same concept, just the syntax is different. So easily you can, even if you don't take any class, by looking at the code only, you will understand. So we will write class and objects when we go to deployment, right? We will create packages.
Okay.
So at
Okay.
that time, you will easily understand. By looking at my screen, you will understand what I'm doing, right?
So you will be sharing us these sessions which you are saying to understand the core
Yes.
Python.
I will
Okay.
upload everything on the drive. So we will have drives. Let me share with you. So we will have continuous. We will have this drives where you will get everything. So the recordings, right? The materials, everything you will get.
Okay.
So these are the drives, right? So this is the current drive. So like this, your batch drives will be created. So these are the recordings, everything, right?
Okay.
And whom to contact for the enrollment?
Enrollment, you can check with DURGASOFT team. I think it is there in the chat window also. You can connect with them. In the chat window, I think they have written the phone pay, Google Pay, and then I think number also. Phone number is there somewhere? No, it's not there. Yeah, phone number is there, right? You can connect.
Okay.
Okay. And there is a morning batch also 7:30. In case time is not suitable, you can also join morning 7:30. Only thing is, it's not a fresh batch. Pandas is already completed. So, but still, I think if you spend some extra hours, you can learn. We are here in Streamlit. I will start Streamlit in that batch from tomorrow, right? Pandas has been completed. So I think if you spend some extra hours, you can learn, but it's up to you. I will suggest go with 9 p.m., which is a fresh batch. But in case you have some time constraint, you can go with the morning batch also. GenAI, yes, the time will change. GenAI course is this, right? Weekend, which is starting from this 6th. If you want to have a continuous batch or continuous class, you are in a kind of, you are in a very difficult situation where you have to crack interviews within 3 to 6 months. I think you can take this course, but it will be a little tough for you. Weekend and weekday, every day you have to put your time. And I think this will be done in 3 to 4 months. Entire course will be completed. Having said that, the courses are so well designed. If you spend extra 1 hour every day, at least, doesn't matter, GenAI or MLOPS, I think you will sync. You will be in sync, right? You will understand everything. That extra 1 hour you have to put. But the thing is, you are very quickly job ready after 3 months or 4 months. You can apply for jobs. Another 15 days for CV preparation, and then I think you are good. But if you want to do it one by one, that also is okay. You take this MLOps first, complete it, and then in the next batch, we are starting this GenAI now in the next Saturday, right? And once this GenAI is completed, next batch also you can join. By that time, your MLOps also will be 60-70% completed. So you can join for GenAI next batch. So how you feel, you can join. But GenAI is always weekend batch, morning 7 to 9:30. Right? Okay. So MLOps, we have 2 batches, morning 7:30, 9 p.m. The timings are very fixed because I am also working. You all are working. So based on office, I have fixed this timing. So there cannot be any adjustment with this. All the timings are fixed. Morning 7:30 morning, and then evening 9 p.m. and then weekend also 7 to 9:30. Normally it goes till 10 because a lot of doubts people have, they ask and I explain. So you can, yeah, so around 7 to 9:30. And it will be completely interactive, even if it is 2.5 hours, so interesting. Jenny, I will not feel like time is like 2.5 hours, right? And you have whole week, so you can practice, and next week you can ask doubts. MLOps is a regular class, so it's very good. Every day, little thing you will learn, and it's very good for you, so that you can practice. Okay. So I think we are good. Let's connect tomorrow if you have any. Tomorrow I will share with you the course content, and day after tomorrow onwards, we will start with the content directly. There will be no further demo. Today it's already, I have answered all of your queries. Tomorrow I will answer few of your queries and I'll share the syllabus with you. Day after tomorrow onwards, I will start with software installation in your system, right? Everything from scratch. So we are going to use two IDs, Jupyter Notebook, or actually it is Jupyter Lab and VS Code. So any one of it you can use. I'll give you a quick tutorial on Jupyter. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We'll connect tomorrow.
One more last doubt, like morning 7:30, the batches till what time?
8:30.
Oh,
yeah. So you
Thank
can, if you want to join that batch soon, because it's already started. We have 16 members there also. It's already started, right? 17 members, I think. It's already, as I'm saying, already Pandas is completed, but I'm taking recovery class for Pandas tomorrow onwards, right? People who have joined late. So if you are joining means you will get everything. So we are going to start from Streamlit tomorrow. The class will be on Streamlit.
I recently, like when I was just going to buy a laptop, I came to know that recent processor which are coming, like Core, Intel Core, they are coming with NPU.
So you stay till GPU. I think more than that, it's just there. But I think with GPU NVIDIA card, I think almost everything can be done. And in fact, I will not suggest anyone to buy also, because it's a huge amount. If you really see, my case is different. I'm teaching and I'm working. So maybe I have some startup ideas. Maybe that's why I have created. But many of you will be learning, right? And for learning purpose, there are a lot of cheaper options I can tell you in the codes. You can go with GCP, you can go with collabs, which are NVIDIA support. You can go with Hugging Face if you want to rent. It is cheaper than AWS. A lot of cheaper options than buying. If you spend some 5,000-6,000 rupees, everything, 200 GB RAM machine you can rent maybe for some hour, which will cost you 700-800 rupees. You can try a lot of things and then done, right? But in fact, that is also not required. Once you know the flow, I think you know the code, you know the flow. I think changing model is not a big thing. You know the process, just change the name and same process. Why you will spend a lot of amount? When let your company invest, so that you can work. Knowing the process is important. How to write code, the syntax, the flow, the framework, that is important. What is that? Today you will use Gemini, tomorrow you will change the name from Gemini to Llama, right? Or maybe open source GPT, so let's say GPT-4 paid one to Anthropic. Same, you have to get a key and then same model, same LangChain framework. Are you getting? So the code flow you need to understand. Models anyway, today this is that, there, tomorrow a new model will come just by changing models. So I think fine tuning process, you can do fine tuning on a smaller model. Larger model also fine tuning will be same only, right? The code will be same, algorithm will be same. Only thing is the model name will be different. So I will not suggest investing a huge amount of money on this for setup. I think if you are interested, I can share that also with you. I can share the recording of my previous batch. The first class I have told them how much it will cost you for what configuration. I think that will be helpful if you want to create something, some lab setup of your own. You can do that. I will share that recording, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, thank you everyone. Let us connect tomorrow.